All right, good morning, everybody. That's at home. This video is once again for you guys, and then also for anyone who's here who, when you go home, you're like, oh man, I can't do my math homework, or I need a little bit of help. This video is here to remind you of what to do. And today we're going to be subtracting with 8. So all the problems you have today, we're taking away what number?
8.
Oh, I can't hear you guys. What number?
8.
Much better. Thank you. So we're going to start off with 14 minus 8 because we're taking 8 from numbers in the teens. And teen numbers are any number between 10 and 20. So that covers 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. Okay? So we're going to start off with 14 minus 8. And I'm going to tell you right now, in the book, they're going to want to see the strategy where we break 14 apart. What do we break 14 into, do you think?
8.
Not 8, because we're subtracting 8. But if we're going to break apart 14 like this, what number do you think is going to be part of our number bond every single time?
8.
Please stop saying 8, because we're taking away 8. So I don't want to put 8 here. When you see 10 and 4, what number do we usually think of when we break it apart?
14.
14, yes. But the 1 here is a what? Angel. A 10. Thank you, sir. So we're breaking it into a 10, and then what's left? 4. Okay? So they're going to want you to break it into 10 and 4. Okay? And they want you to use 10 because they think that 10 is an easy number to use. And it is an easy number to use. So what they want you to do is they want you to say, okay, I broke it into 10 and 4, and now they want you to subtract. Then they want you to subtract the 8. Who knows what 10 minus 8 is? 10 minus 8. Well, let's do it. Look, put up your 10 fingers. Now let's count 8. We'll put down 8. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What's left? 2, right? I keep winding up with the 2 that looks like this. But yeah, 10 minus 8 equals 2. So now what do you have left? You have 4 and 2. And 4 and 2 is?
82. 6.
If you're going to try to make silly jokes, that's not going to happen right now. Because 4 and 2 can't be 82. What's 4 and 2, Noe?
10.
Not 10. Guys, adding 4 and 2, please. Amy?
6.
6, thank you. So, 4 and 2 is 6. So that makes 14 minus 8, 6. Now, we just did breaking apart, subtracting, and adding. Is that anyone's favorite way to do anything? To break apart, subtract once, then add, just to solve a subtraction problem? Not for me, it's not. I don't use this word very often. I hate it.
What?
I hate it.
Wait, what?
This strategy. I hate it. So that's why, even though they tell you that they want you to do it this way, we're going to do it our way.
You know they heard
I know. Okay? So even though they want to use this strategy, we're going to say no way, Jose. All right? We're going to use our two.
the name Jose.
Well, thankfully there's nobody named Jose in this class, or else they would just be. That's why I said in this class. And this is why me teaching on recording in real time is a little bit difficult. But we're doing it anyway. Okay? So let's look at 14 minus 8 again. Right? So we have 14 minus 8. Now, how would you guys normally solve 14 minus 8? What's one strategy you guys might use? We just kind of talked about our strategies during our little fluency work up there. We have 12 minus 9 solved 2 different ways. But now I want to show you with a subtracting of 8 how to use those 2 strategies. So what can we do? Sorry for trying to recenter here. What 2 strategies can we use to show subtraction, friends? Abel.
The strategy on the board with the 1, 2, 3 circles there.
Okay, with the 3 circles. Now, if we're doing 14 minus 8, And we're using that strategy. Does anybody remember what that strategy is called? That's yesterday's strategy. What did we call yesterday's strategy? Crickets. Okay. It was called counting on.
When you made the crickets and I was counting on.
Counting on. Okay? We can solve 14 minus 8 by counting on. And to count on, Jorge, please pay attention, we have to start with the part and count towards the the bigger number or the paying attention. Okay. So now the way we can do this to show a little reminder is that you can start at the part and draw an arrow to the hole. Because that's going to tell you, oh, I have to count from this number 8 all the way to 14, right? And you can use your fingers, 9, 10, whatever, or you can use counters. Either way. So let's do it. Let's do it on paper, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to draw a counter for each number that gets us to 14, okay? So after 8 comes, after 9 is, after 10 is, after 11 is, after 12 is, after 13 is, and we stop, right? Because we hit. But now, how many counters do we draw? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6.
So 14 minus 8 is?
6.
Now, if you look at these two things right next to each other, which one looks easier? The one on the left or the one on the right? The one on the right, right? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to stick with this counting on strategy. And then we can also solve 14 minus 8 the old school way. We can say, all right, well, I've got 14 as my whole. Let me draw 14 counters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then how many of these am I going to cross out, guys? 8. Very good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many are left? Let's count them. So 14 minus 8 equals 6, because we have 6 left over. Okay? So for me, hang on, Abel, if you want to ask a question, please raise your hand. So for me, I'm going to use either strategy on this side of the orange line. Okay? I don't want to do this in public, but watch what we're going to do. We're going to just put a big fat X through that strategy. Because even though it's important to realize that 14 can be split into 10 and 4, and you can take 8 from 10, it's confusing. Oh my gosh is right. Okay, so we're going to focus on counting on, and we're going to focus on drawing counters, okay? This is called drawing. Now, which of these two strategies do you think takes less time? 1 second. Which of these two strategies, counting on or drawing counters, takes less time to do? You got to explain that to me. You just can't yell counters at me. Because there's counters here and there's counters here. Is it easier to just say, oh, I can put 8 in my head, draw 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14? Or is it easier to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14 counters and then go and cross out 8 of them? Which one takes less time, do you think? Which one? Sandy? This one, Sandy? Yeah, the counting on takes less time. It's more efficient. Now, this doesn't mean I want you to blow through your work, get it done quickly, and make a bunch of sloppy mistakes. I'm just looking for you guys to find the best way to get through subtraction problems without having to spend all this time drawing circles across your page. Because I've seen a lot of that in the last couple of days. I've either seen people drawing circles of 14, 15, 16, which after a while, you're going to get tired of drawing circles, or that many circles. And I've seen people do nothing. So I think that the not showing any work and the drawing all the counters, this is kind of like the middle ground, the happy medium that you should be using. So you put that number in your head and you count on. Let's do one more together. You guys, can we do one more together?
Yeah.
All right. So, someone give me a number in the teens. Anybody? Somebody? Anybody? Give me a number in the teens from 10, between 10 and 20. Noe. 15. Beautiful. I love every second of it. So 15. Let's do 15 minus 8, right? So now, should we count on or should we use counters? Amaya, you just keep screaming counters at me. Do you want to do drawing counters where we draw all the counters, or do you want to do the counting on where we draw a few counters? A few counters. Let's do the few counters one first, okay? So, when we count on, it's important to remember, so for counting on, we're going to go over this again. Counting on. The first thing we have to do is find the part. So now, which of these two numbers is the part? 15 or 8? 8. Thank you, Sandy. 8 is the part, right? So we're going to start there. So 8 goes in your head. 2. Put the part in your head and count to the whole. Okay?
Yeah,
So-
it's a late time.
Don't worry about it. So if we have 8 in our head, we have to count to 15. What comes after 8? 9. What comes after 9?
10,
After 10?
11,
Just keep counting.
12, 13, 14, 15.
And now we can
Stop.
stop. Because we've hit our hole. Okay? We've hit our hole. So now we need to look and see how many counters we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
7.
So 15 minus 8 is 7. Okay?
You're like
So
the
friends at home, thank you for watching. Hope you guys are feeling better. Work is posted for you in Google Classroom. This is lesson 17. You guys can do it online or in your green book, whichever you want. Okay? Let me know if you guys have any questions, and I will see you guys soon. Bye-bye.